If you've been searching for something that would introduce you into the world of Figma, this is exactly what you need. Welcome everyone to Figma for Beginner series. This is a tutorial series that takes you through the step-by-step of everything in Figma from start to finish. It will be me taking you through every functionalities of Figma. I am positive it's going to be very interesting, and at the end of the day, we just might learn everything 100% about Figma. Let's get started. Now, the first thing you want to do is open any browser of your choice and go to www.figma.com. This is their website and it looks quite beautiful. One thing you might want to do first is to check out the pricing. Here we have starter, we have Figma professional, and we have Figma organization. So you can use free. It's very nice. However, it's best if you always get premium because you have access to more functionalities. So for an individual, you can subscribe for $12 per month. For an organization, you can do $45 per editor for a month. You can either download the app or use Figma in your browser. So if you're using Figma in your browser, you can as well choose starter and get started. But what most people recommend is to download the Figma application. So we'll go to products, then under products we go to downloads. Now you can see we have the desktop app, we have the mobile app, and then we have the font installers. What people mostly use here is the mobile app and desktop app, but even the mobile app, they only use it to preview the mobile design. But then what we need majorly here is the desktop app. So if you are using a Mac OS, you click on the first link. If you are using Windows, you click on the second link. So I'm just going to go ahead and download for Mac OS. All right, that's downloaded. So now all you have to do is double click to install the download. Now it's asking you to move to applications, which you can do easily. Now I already have it installed, so I don't have to start installing again. We are just going to go to the next thing. Now after installing and launching the Figma app, it will ask you to create a new account if you haven't created one before. So all you just have to do is enter your email and a password for the account. So you might see something like verification. Just start puzzle. Now pick the grapes. Grapes. Verification complete. So now they're going to ask you to tell them about yourself. You don't have to be too formal about this, as this is not something that can come back to haunt you. So you just enter your name, then what you do, design. Yeah, you agree to join. So now Figma has sent a verification button to your email. All you just have to do is go to your email and click on the verification button. So once you've done the verification, you'll be directed to open the desktop app. So just open the desktop app. Now you can do this later. Choose a plan for your team. Start for free. So you can just click I'll get started on my own. So this is the first thing you are going to see. Now you're finally successfully downloaded and launched Figma. So now let's dive into what this home page is all about. Let's get started from the top left. So the first thing you have is your name and your email from the left, and then we have this search bar here which you can use to search anything entirely, anything you're looking for, files, teams, people. You can search them here. Then we have recent. What you are seeing here is the recent things that you've done, although you haven't done anything, so you don't really have anything except for what they give you by default. So what do we have here? We have new design files. If you want to start designing, all you have to do is click new design file. We'll get there. But then we also have new Figma file. So FigJam is a whiteboard, is where collaborators come together and sort things out before starting a design. But that's not our focus, so we won't be going there for now. And the next thing is import file. If you already have a Figma file downloaded on your computer, you can just click on import and then you select the file, then you can start using the file on Figma. It also supports sketch files. Yes, so if you have sketch files, you can as well bring them on Figma. Sketch is just like Figma in terms of design and what is it to do, but then there's each design tool has its own significant differences. Then the next thing we have here is okay, it's just an advert basically. Explore FigJam template. So if you are going into FigJam, we have the templates, but I'm just going to close that for now because we don't want distractions here. Good. So these are all my files, even though I didn't create one. So they gave me all these files to learn with. So if you want to check out how to build your own theme library, you can check this file. You want to check more about FigJam basics or Figma basics, prototyping in Figma or wireframing in Figma, all which we'll cover later. Then let's go to drafts. If you have a design file you are working on, it comes down to drafts. So sometimes you might not find them in recent because recency is based on time. So it might have moved out of recency, but it never moves out of drafts. The next thing, if you want to upgrade your plans, so you can just build the plans and go ahead with the plans you want to do. You can just go ahead with the plans you want to upgrade to. Then you have your favorite files. So this is very nice, and I like the fact that Figma added this feature. What you have to do if you want to have your favorite files here, because you'll be having a lot of files sometimes, and you might have maybe design systems or some other templates that you have that you probably use sometimes or oftentimes, so you just might want to add them to your favorite files here. So all you just have to do is over any file and click the star to add them here. So I'm just going to over on prototyping in Figma, and you can see this star. Once I click it, it appears here. All right, so the next thing is teams. If you want to start collaborating, if you want to start sharing your file with more than yourself, you would have to create teams. And as you can see, one has already been created here by default, Abib's team, and then you can add team project here below. Yeah, we'll get there later, so we don't have too much to discuss on getting started. Now that we have talked about that, what else? All right, the community. The community consists of designers, people who contribute to Figma, where you can explore community. And I don't think it's time for us to dive into that. So I'm just explaining what that is all about. We'll dive into that later. Finally, this is where you can switch accounts, where you can check the settings of your account, the themes, and every other thing left. I just want us to get started so we can start doing beautiful things. Beautiful things. To get started is very easy. Just click on the new design file, and that's it. We have our work page area. Now we'll get started with the basics in the next video.